So, plans basically, get everything I need to get done. I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to ship out. I just gotta look them over. Make sure they're all boxed and everything. So I'm gonna try to do that in the next couple of days. And then I'm making this text mold here because the second text that I own doesn't have a head. And I'm not keeping that text because I don't need two of them. And so I'm gonna make him a new head. And then we're gonna put him up for sale. As soon as I get him completely restored. Mechanically he works alright. I gotta test his movements, but everything's there. He's got all his valves and everything. He just needs the lift cylinder that lifts him up and down on his back. And then I'll be able to test his movements. But I'm gonna make a fiberglass head, and then we're gonna make the mechanism that goes inside of it. Probably 3D print a prototype. And then get some metal cut out, take it to my welder. So once he's done, he'll be put up for sale. And he's basically my ticket out of here. Because all that money will go toward moving into my own place, paying off the rest of my debt, and being able to move forward with my life. So, if I don't post videos every single day, that's why. I have a small backlog of work I need to get done. Then, once that's all done, I can devote more time to animatronic related projects. So that's basically a rundown of my life at the current moment. More than anybody needed to know, but I'm sure all the people mad at me are stalking my videos. But I'm not, trying to make things right to, I don't know, make people who are mad at me happy. I'm trying to make things right to make things right. Like, I don't want to upset people. I don't want to hurt people. I just want to get what they ordered done and out. And for some reason, these people are saying that I spent like $2,000 on each of these animatronics, which is absolutely ridiculous. I would never spend $2,000 on really any animatronic unless it was like something ridiculously rare. I think the only animatronic that I would spend that much money on is the Mac Tonight animatronic, which is so rare that I'm probably never gonna find it. But that's my holy grail of anything ever. But I only want animatronics that are very special to me. And every animatronic I own is very special to me. They're all shows that mean a lot to me. And I'm not investing in these guys as a hobby. I'm investing in these guys as a future business venture, as I explained earlier. And this is only one of 2 full circus playhouse shows that are known to exist. I didn't pay $2,000 for each of these. Ellie and Barney were listed on the Facebook Marketplace for $2,000 something each, but my friend was able to talk the seller down to $1,500 for all of them, and he was going to buy them, my friend Juju. And he realized that, they're way too big for him to take, and he knew that this is like a huge dream of mine. This is probably like my most sought after animatronic show besides the Tex Critter show. So this is like a mind-blowing dream come true, like you have no idea. So he said, you can take the show In exchange, you know, you pick them up, you do all that. In exchange, you restore the extra Lola for me. So that extra Lola is going to him. Be completely restored. Just absolutely perfect. And then he will get it shipped to him. But that was our deal. And of course, me and Bobby, we both paid money to go pick it up. But I didn't pay $2,000 for each of them. I don't even have $2,000 for each of them. Like, if I had that much money, I would be like buying a house that's like, there's like 7 characters in the show, 2,000. That's like $14,000. That's preposterous. It's actually funny, like, to even think that anybody would spend that much money on animatronics. But people do. Like, there's been Rockafires that have sold for a lot in the past, but I mean, if I had $14,000, I would not be looking for animatronics to buy with it. I can assure you. I've never even had $14,000 at once in my entire life. I think the most money I've ever had at once was like $2,500 when I was getting my car repaired ages ago. But yeah, I made a post on Instagram explaining how I got each of my animatronics. Not that anyone cared, but considering, you know, everyone's still saying I paid $2,000 for each animatronic, but if they want to think I'm that rich, then I guess, sure, go right ahead. But you're thinking a little too highly of me. But I said I was going to pay my refunds, and the proof is right there on my Trello, which is public, and you can see exactly who I paid. Their names are right there on the Trello, and you can message each and every one of them and double check that info if you'd like. And I will start posting work in progress pictures again on Instagram. I kind of dipped out to keep to myself for a while because I don't like the feeling of being watched. Get off my hand. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I kind of dipped out to keep to myself for a little bit because I don't like the feeling of being watched. But yeah, I'll start posting work in progress pictures again so people can see I'm actually working on things. So I guess if I don't post work in progress pictures, people don't think I'm just like not doing anything, which isn't true. But I'll get some work in progress pictures posted. I replied to all my emails, I believe. I ran out of brushes. I replied to my emails the other day, so I think I got everyone up to date. I really ran out of brushes. So, I made myself a schedule for this week, and I will be working on sticking to that. Bobby's coming down again in another week, and then we got some out of town plans. Don't worry, we're not picking up any more animatronics. Don't have a whack attack, I promise. But my goal right now is to finish as much as I can before he comes back. Because when he comes back, I'm not going to have time for like those few days to work on anything. Because we're not going to be here. So yeah. Unimportant information for most listeners. But I guess it's better than the German music. Hey.
Oh, you're doing a live?
Yeah.
Hello, live people.
That's my sister.
Hello, Cavity Sam.
Do it. Do it. Plan on taking some business courses, like business management, whatnot. And obviously not taking commissions anymore, so there's no risk of taking on too much at once. I just want to deal with pre-mades, and because I won't owe a million things, and I'll also have Bobby working with me, then, you know, keeping up to date on my shipping schedules and whatnot won't be a problem. And when I'll move into my own place that's big enough to work on all this stuff. That's my current goal. I think one of the main problems I have is that I cannot remember anything. So like, I'll tell people, you know, I'll get, you know, this done by this date, and then it just vanishes, like, completely from my memory. Don't even remember saying it. I try to make lists to keep on top of things, but then I forget to check the lists. So I tried moving to like a schedule where I just post like general time frames, but then people were upset that they weren't getting individual updates on things. So now I'm kind of like at a standpoint of what to do as far as that goes. Because like, I can only tell somebody I don't have work in progress pictures for them so many times before they get angry. And like, I have a big list and I can't really work on everything all at the same time. So right now I'm just kind of trying to figure out a balance so I can give people updates but not promise things that I can't fulfill, if that makes sense. I feel bad when I tell people, you know, I'll do this by this date, and then it's that date and they're like, hey, you never sent me anything. But then I don't have anything to send because, you know, I didn't do the thing. I'm on medication now for ADHD, so I don't just sit here all day and stress about doing things and then never actually do them. So I'm able to get work done. I'm able to focus. I got my work area in my room all set up in a way that kind of works for me. It's not enough space, but and I'll just keep working, just keep making improvements, and just try to show people that, you know, they can trust me, and that I'm not, you know, out here to hurt people, because I'm not. I just want to be done with commissions forever, unless it's like restoration commissions in like person that I'm doing right now, because that's easy. And that's not something that stresses me out, you know. And I do have other income besides costume making, which is something people don't seem to believe. But I work freelance jobs. I work for Harbor Farm and Vineyard. I work for Creative Engineering. I work for Chris Hill, the voice of Mr. Munch. I do a little bit of everything. So, anyway, that's my spiel. Don't take on things you can't complete. That's all I got to say about that. Now back to the German music. Just kidding. Alright, I ran out of resin, and I don't really feel like mixing anymore because my gloves are becoming so sticky that it's coming through the gloves. And apparently fiberglass can give you chemical burns, as Bobby learned the other day. So I think this is where I'm going to call it quits for the night. Lionel has like 1.5 coats of resin, except for right down here. And obviously this isn't like wet with resin, but it'll stick there and I can wet it down tomorrow. So I think he should be good for right now. So I'll come back tomorrow and get some more fiberglass cloth because I'm almost out. And we'll get Tex done, get his first coat done. We'll get another coat on Lionel. And then Barney's foot over there. And I'll get his eyelids done. The little tooth that I was painting, that's Tex Critter's tooth. So I'll get Tex Critter's tooth done. I made, I can't grab it because my hands are disgusting. Oh, that's icky. Oh dear. I made a little mold of his tooth. So once I pour some resin in there, like regular resin, not fiberglass resin, like white resin, I can make some teeth for Lionel. Because they're pretty much the same. Embed some screws in there,